Racing in Queensland. I'm your co-host Paul Knight, and this is your host Jess McDonald. Welcome, Jess.
Welcome, Paul. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you going this week?
Very well, mate. It's been a big, busy day here at the Magic Millions.
It has indeed. The horses in training sale concluded today. Now, we're racing at Doomben on Saturday this week, and Derby Day at Doomben.
Big day.
It is a big day. Lots of exciting racing. So, big race program there. All races are group races down there tomorrow. But first race we're doing is race 4, the Coolmore Stakes for the 3-year-old Colts, Geldings and Fillies over the straight 6 down the straight there at Flemington.
I have a special.
You've always got a special.
This is a red-hot special. Star Witness. I know it's had a lot of knockers. It's had a lot of non-believers. People have fallen off this horse. But I think he's ready to return. Purchased here at the Magic Millions, I believe.
He was indeed. He was purchased here.
And I think this horse is... hasn't lived up to that performance in the Blue Diamond, which was outstanding, and I was on him at 16-1. And I'm going to get on him today. I think he is the horse to beat and will return to form. He's looking for Flemington. He's a big horse. He loves the open course of Flemington. He'll get out. He'll get back. And no doubt Jamie Winks will bring him out to the centre of the track and he'll be storming home. And I think he'll win. I think he'll clearly win, and I'm on. Right. And I'm tipping
what are you
Buffering.
Tipping for second and
third,
the
mighty Queenslander Buffering for second and Press Day for third. So I'm going for Star Witness as a hot special from Buffering and Press Day.
Well, I've gone totally different from you, as would be expected. I mean, you just can't keep things here ordinary. I've gone from the 3, the 9, from the 5, which the 3 is the locally trained up here. Buffering from the Robert Heathcote stables. I mean, Robert's in red-hot form. He's had the horse down there before for a bit of a look around. It ran second back in September behind Soul in a 1,200-metre race down the straight. Yeah, leading trainer. He's taken it to Randwick. It's won. It's ran second last start at Randwick. Yeah. I think this is Buffering's race. I really do think this is his race. I think Robert's got him trained to the minute, and then he's from the Magic Millions here, so we're all family. For second, I've thrown in Sistine Angel. She's been in red-hot form lately for the Andrew Noblet stable. And for third, I've thrown in a very consistent horse. He just hasn't broken through lately, but he's a consistent horse in General Truce. And I think he'll be around the money. He'll give you a good run for your money.
Nice odds.
He will give you a good run for your money.
Race 5, the Longines, the McKinnon Stakes over the 2,000. A great lead up to the Melbourne Cup. Infamous for this race for producing the Melbourne Cup winner.
It is indeed. It'll be a good race.
What do you like?
Well,
are you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I love Saturday. It's a great meeting. It is the best meeting of the year.
It is. No doubt.
I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, it's what we all want. But hard to go past, say, you think the Bart Cummings train winner of the Cox Plate for the second year in a row. I mean, it'll be his 11th start. Can you imagine that? He's won 2 Cox Plates and he's only had 10 starts. I mean, that's amazing.
I mean, the only thing against, though, you think, is that last time they backed him up so quick, he failed miserably.
Well,
and he has got a win. He has got a win problem. I think he's a risk.
What the win problem when he goes past him and gives him windburn?
I think he's a risk.
You are kidding yourself.
No, I think backing up so quickly, I think he's a risk.
Yeah, well,
I'm not tipping against him, but I think he's a risk.
Will you take my money? Will you give me 2-1?
Oh, we can just log on to Betfair and we can bet against each other on that.
Well,
you can take the best odds there.
Yeah, beautiful. I'll be getting on Luxbet, my friend. Anyhow. For second, I'm throwing in Shocking, the Mark Kavanagh trained Shocking. I think he's knocking at the door. I mean, Saturday could be the race, and that he won't get a penalty for winning a weight for age race. But I mean, he's been coming along good, and he'll be hard to beat on Tuesday. Yeah. And for third, I'm throwing in Shootout, the locally trained horse from the Gold Coast here. Johnny Wallace has done a great effort with the horse, and I think he's
marvellous.
It is marvellous, and I think he'll be around the money on Saturday, but he'll have the bigger end of the stick on Tuesday.
Well, again, I'm tipping.
Differed,
I'm sticking with So You Think. I mean,
you said he's got a win problem. He's got a win problem when he gives him a windburn as he goes by him.
I think he's a risk. I do think if he's going to be beaten, it's going to be McKinnon Stakes Day. I do have my queries that last time he did get beaten, he was backed up pretty quickly. But in saying that, how can you tip against him? I mean, you just can't. So I'm putting him on top. I'm putting in Shootout for second. This horse will win the Melbourne Cup. I'm very confident. I think he's...
If you followed us earlier in the year and then you would have been on at the big Bicky odds.
Would have got the 50s like I did, so I'm very happy. I'm sitting pretty. And I'm throwing in Faint Perfume for third.
Wow,
I
that's
think
an intro.
the old Bart, man. I think this mare, she's had 4 starts at the track for 3 wins. She's had 3 starts at the distance for 2 wins.
Won the Oaks last year.
I tell you, James Winks, he gets them home at big odds.
He does.
It's trained by the master, Bart himself. And I'm putting her in to run a bottler. And I'm also throwing her in for the Melbourne Cup.
Well, you'll have to wait till the end of the program to find
Moving
out. Moving on to the
Victoria Derby over the 25.
Classic.
Oh, time honoured.
Time honoured, my friend. What do you got here? What are you going to gabble on about here?
I'm tipping number 5, Presido, by One Cool Cat out of Felicious. Out of a Montjou mare. Being out of a Montjou mare, I'm quite confident that he will get the 2500 better than the others. Trained by David Payne, ridden by Craig Williams. I'm putting him on top. For second, I'm putting in number 9, Digital Fortress. The Guy Walter trained gelding here by Savabeel out of Danex, out of a Dana Singer mare. Being by Savabeel, I'm quite confident, again, he'll get the distance. And I'm throwing in number 10, Shoot Off for third, by Jeweled out of a Zabeel mare. Again, I'm sticking with horses with the pedigree to get the distance. Generally, time has history has shown that horses with the pedigree will win this race.
Yeah, it's...
So I'm sticking with pedigree and I'm tipping 5, 9 and 10.
Well, congratulations. I'll differ from you.
What's new there?
Yeah, exactly. I've thrown in the 1 Retrieve from the Snowden stable. Hard not to tip this horse. I mean, he'll be short, he'll be the favourite and that, but he's done nothing wrong in the lead up to this race. I mean, he's just improving as he goes along. So I'm tipping 1, the Retrieve to be the hardest to beat. I've thrown in the 2, Rekindled Interest from the Jim Conlon stable for my second tip. Then I've gone for a bit of roughies here. I've thrown in the 12 Cosmonaut from the Bart Cummings stable. So I've thrown him in for third. I've gone for Bart. We like a bit of Bart. Yeah. And then for fourth, just for your multiples and your trifectas and your first fours, I've thrown in Shoot Off. There you go, one of yours.
Cosmonaut, I'll keep an eye out on that one.
Exactly, you should.
Race 7, the Myer Classic at 340 over the mile. Looking at these, I mean, it's very hard to go past Typhoon Tracy.
Well, it's extremely hard to go past her. I mean,
that's why I put her on top.
She'll be odds on, get on.
Yeah, that's right. I've got it clearly on her on top. She's 2 starts at the distance for a first and a second. She's had 5 starts at the distance for 2 wins and 2 seconds. 2 starts at the track and distance for a first and a second, and 4 starts at the track for 2 wins and a second. So clearly loves Flemington. And with Luke Nolan in board, the Luke Nolan Peter Moody combination, the best combination going around in racing at the moment. So I'll put her on top. I'm throwing in number 8 for second. No evidence needed. The John Thompson trained horse by Sharmadale.
Yeah.
And I'll throw in Hot Danish in for third, another top class mare. And they're all very close in the weight. So 2-8-1.
Very good. Well, I've got the 2 in there as well.
It is very good.
Yes, it is. I've got the 2 in there as well as you. Typhoon Tracy, hard to go past her. I mean,
can't go past
back
her.
Against the fillies and mares and that, she's basically unbeatable against them. Then I've thrown in the 4 Ali's Wonder from the Bart Cummings stable.
Again?
I reckon Bart's going to have a big day.
So you think Paint Perfume?
Yeah, exactly.
Desperado?
Yeah. Well, Desperado's not his, but anyhow.
Oh, isn't it?
No, sorry.
Oh, Danarani.
Yeah, there's one of those.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Ali's Wonder. And that for Bart, I think she'll be storming home. And then I've thrown in from the Joseph Pride stable there at Warwick Farm, Sacred Choice. She's been around the money.
Yeah, she has.
And that this time, very consistent filly. So I think she'll be one there for the punters just to put in their multiples. Now then, we get to Tuesday, my
First
friend.
Tuesday in November would have arrived. Can the foreign infidels take out the cup? Well, I think not.
And no hope. They're not a chance.
Not a chance. There you have it. Not a chance.
Now.
I'm tipping a Magic Millions graduate here to take out the Melbourne Cup like last year. Could be for the second year in a row. I've got Shootout on top. As you know, we've been with Shootout from the get-go, from his first run. And I think this horse is just primed for the Cup. I think he is outstanding bet. And at 20-1 still, I'm going to further take a bit more of that.
Hey, you're going to get another $5 on, are you, Jess?
Oh, if I'm lucky. But I'm putting him on top. I'm throwing in Profound Beauty. For second, I was over in Ireland, as you know, only 3 weeks ago, and I spoke to Dermot Weld, and he was quietly confident. I know it's a 7-year-old mare, and I was just having a chat to Gerald Ryan, and he thinks she's got no chance. But I'm putting her in for second. Dermot's won the race twice. He knows what it takes to win a Melbourne Cup. And I'm throwing in Faint Perfume for third.
Well, very good. Well, I've thrown in a few here.
Have you?
Yeah. Well,
gone for the superfecta.
Yeah, well, you're going to have your trifectas and your first fours and bits and pieces. So I'm going to give you a few here. And that Shootout, I'm the same as Jess. I mean, we've been on this horse.
Yeah.
And this is his grand final as the Melbourne Cup. This is the race they've been aiming for.
Yep.
So I think he's going to be hard to beat. Shocking, the other Magic Millions graduate winner last year. I think he'll be in there. He's been running
going to be in
well.
the mix.
I think he's going to be in the mix. And then there's a stallion called High Chaparral. Well, his sons have been running brilliant. And that's it's hard not to put in. So you think Desperado and Harris Tweed.
You think we'll get the 2 mile?
I think he will, and then I think he'll
Jeez, you're a
be.
game
I think
man.
he'll be in there.
You're a game man.
He'll be in there, and that's
He's got none. He's lay of the day.
well. You'll have to bet against me. So I think
You can get on with me. I'll take your money on that one.
Yeah, well, very good. Do you want Jess's phone number? Anybody, just ring him, and then he'll let you on. But anyhow, I'm going for Shootout, from Shocking, from So You Think, Desperado, and Harris Tweed. I think those will be the 5 that'll be in there. They'll be grinding it out at the finish, and it'll be a blanket finish. I reckon it'll probably be one of the most exciting Melbourne Cups that you've seen in a long, long time. And the imports, don't think they're a hope in Hades.
Well, let's hope you're right, and I think too right that the foreign infidels will not run a drum.
Well, you're going for one, Profound Beauty.
Well,
what are you talking about?
I know, but he's won the race twice.
Yeah, well, he's got a hope.
He's got to have some sort of chance. Well, that's it for now for racing in Queensland. Thank you for joining us, and join us for another show next week when we bring you more racing, more tips, and more news. I'm your host, Jesse McDonald, and thank you, Knightsy.
Always a pleasure. Good luck with your punting.
Bye for now.
Cheerio.